Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be checking out the TruNite T1S. This is a small box, so I'm pretty sure the light's going to be real nice and tiny. You see here it says T1S. It's a normal brown paper box like TruNite packages theirs in with the rubber band on here. So we need to take that off. Slide this thing off and go ahead and open it up. It always gives you this note to screw on the end cap there, the tail cap, and that will make it make connection on the battery. They do that so the thing doesn't come on while in shipping. Very nice package as always, like TruNite lights are. Here's the light. Look how compact this thing is. Very small. You can see here in the palm of my hand the size of this light. The cool part about these TruNite LED lights are, I've had other lights where you have to always take the battery out and charge it, and I just hate that. All of the TruNite lights that I have ever tested, even this TruNite T1S, the battery's in here, and all you have to do is open this little boot up right here, and you have a USB-C right here to charge this thing up. So you just set it on your desk or in your vehicle, whatever. You can even charge this with a portable power bank, portable power station or whatever. Just plug in the USB-C, charge it up, and you're good to go without having to remove the battery. Now, to remove the battery, of course, you just unthread it like all of their lights. Like so. You can see that pretty much the same thing. The cool part about this, and I just noticed here, and I didn't realize, that's magnetic, and actually a pretty good magnet. So that'd be nice actually to stick it on something if you're working and you need to stick this on something under the hood of your car if you broke down. Stick it on something magnetic like that. That way you can be hands-free. Has a gold contacts like everything TruNite. Very nice anodized aluminum housing with a seal around here. And then inside here is the battery. Just slip it out. Down inside here we just have a spring. And of course this is a 1100 milliamp hour 18350 lithium battery, 3.7 volt. Nice and compact, but these batteries are very, very good quality. It's going to last you many years, hold up a real good charge, and power the lights just like they're meant to do. So we'll go ahead and screw this back on. We'll screw it down and it will seal, so it's watertight that way. So we turn around here, you can see the lens in here. It's hard to see the LED in this one. It's like diffused here, or has some kind of a spreader lens in it, I'm not sure. And then the power button on this side. Inside the box right here, looks like we have the usual things from TruNite. They're really good about this, and I think it's awesome. They send a lanyard. They also send some parts for your light, which means basically just seals. You'll get one for your USB here in case you happen to rip that off and tear it up. You don't have to worry. You got a brand new one here that comes with the light. Got a lanyard, got a couple O-rings. Looks like they went ahead and give us 2 USB covers and 2 O-rings. Those O-rings will be for this to seal it when you put this together. Very cool that they send that. Also, they're throwing a USB to USB-C cable for charging, and all we got to do is plug this thing in right here, plug it into USB, we're ready to charge. Also with this one here, all lights don't come with this, but this one did, which would be really nice for this small compact light like this. It does have a belt clip. The cool part about these belt clips, this thing is made to go either direction, so you clip it this way or this way. You can turn the light over either way, clip it either direction, which is very cool. So it looks like there's a ring here that it snaps into. You can see right here, like so. And like I was saying, you can actually clip it here, by this side right here, or you can actually clip it this way. So you can put it in this way or this way to clip it. Very cool. Okay, so the button operates on this light just like it does all of the TruNite lights. You actually have a first click, and what it does is it remembers whatever mode you was in. So if you was in low or high, the next time you turn it on, you're going to be in that same mode. If you turn it off, if you long press this thing, then it will come on Firefly, which is right there. Really nice and dim and last a long time. I'll get into the specs here in a minute. If you double click, you'll go into turbo mode, which is the super bright, and if you 3-click, then you get strobe, and the strobe effect is really cool on this. I kind of aimed it away from the camera so it's not just blinding you. Some people have a problem with strobe, so we'll do that. Now when you turn it on normally, you'll be in low power. If you turn it off, it goes off, back on, off and on just like that. Now if you have it on and you hold this button down for a short period, you get medium, hold it down again, then you get high. Now this is not turbo, this is high. To do turbo, you double tap. There's turbo. And now when I turn it back on, we're going to be back in high again, because that was the last power that I used. Okay, I want to go through all the intensities and the different functions with you. kind of tell you what the lumens are and how long it lasts on each one of those functions. So the first thing let's do is do Firefly. And Firefly is the lowest intensity, which is 0.5 lumens, and should last you 27 days. That's incredible. If a person was out and you really need light for a long time in a survival situation, you'd be surprised how much light this would be in pitch dark when you have nothing else. And to last 27 days, it's pretty incredible. Okay, next we do Strobe. And the strobe light is 1080 lumens and should last 150 minutes. The next thing we'll do is turn it on. When we first turn it on, we're in low, and low is 7 lumens and should last 44 hours. Next we will hold this down to go into medium. Medium is 94 lumens and should last 5.5 hours. Hold this down again, we'll go into high, and high is 407 lumens and should last 80 minutes. So just over an hour, close to an hour and a half. Now we do this double tap, we'll go into turbo. So we double tap, we're in turbo. Turbo is 1012 lumens and it will last 5 minutes, and then it will automatically drop down after the 5 minutes, and it will be 317 lumens and will last 70 minutes longer. Okay, let's show you what the indicator means on the button. When you turn it on, you'll notice it's blue. It's kind of hard to see there, but it's lit up blue at night. You can see that better. That means your battery is 21 to 100%, and it is 3.2 to 4.2 volts. After a certain period of time, when that runs down lower, it will turn red, which means it's 11 to 20% of capacity, and it is 2.9 to 3.2 volts. Then it will start flashing red. When it does that, it means it's pretty much dead. It's 1 to 10%, and the battery is drained down to 2.6 to 2.9 volts. And then of course when it goes off, it's dead. It's time to charge it up. So when you charge this, plug in that USB right here, the USB-C cable, then this light will be red, and after it gets fully charged, it will turn blue, letting you know that it's fully charged. So some of the other specs on this LED is a STT-40. That's the one LED that it has right there inside it. The working voltage of this is 2.7 volts to 4.2 volts. The material this is made out of is aluminum. It's 6061 T6. The finish on here is premium type 3 hard anodized black. The dimensions of this unit is 69.5 millimeter by 26.5 millimeter by 22 millimeter. So let's take this thing out at night, and we're going to see how this thing performs. Okay guys, here is the TruNite T1S. We're going to try it out here at nighttime. I'm actually just going to shine it first on the garage door here. There's low, medium, high. The camera adjusts. You see the brightness, and then all of a sudden the camera adjusts and actually cut down the intensity because it's brighter than it actually looks on the video itself. And then we'll do turbo. Wow, which is real bright. So even on this garage door, it actually don't do it justice at all. We shine off here. I'm sure you'll be able to see better how good it is. And we'll go down to the dark. It's actually so bright, you can see it kind of blows the camera out. Because it's so bright on turbo. We'll go down in the actual dark, see what it looks like. Okay, so here we are out here. If we was walking and we use the Firefly, which is the 0.5 watt, which is really low, but last, I forget what it was it 27 days? Crazy. But actually you can see fairly good with this thing. On the camera, I'm sure it don't do it justice at all, but I can actually see fairly good. We'll turn this thing on to a low power. Now we have this on low power, and you can see, of course, it's a lot better on low power. We'll push it again here. You can see the little building maybe over here. Probably not too good. We'll get up some more power here, and you will. Okay, so here's medium. Now you can see that little building over here. Shining on this little windmill. Actually, not bad at all. We're shining up here on the hillside. Shining up here. Can't really see the tree. Maybe that tree right there. Not too good. Let's turn it on high. Okay, now we're on high, and you can see actually a big difference. Hold it out here in front of me like this. Look at the high power on those trees. Very good. Look at the building over here. Oh yeah, a lot of big difference. This thing is a bright light to be so tiny, so compact. Very cool. Let's put this thing on turbo. Okay, now we're on turbo. Look at that. Holy cow. That is huge light from such a small little flashlight. It's crazy how bright this thing is. Turn it around this way. Look at this. Lighting up those little wagon wheels. They got a reflector on them over here across the road in the field out there. That is insane for a light this tiny. You see the blue LED light for the button showing we're full charge. Look at that. Very impressive. Let's turn on the strobe. Strobe effect, kind of crazy. Wow, when you aim it down on the ground. Turn it back on. Now we're back on turbo. Very, very bright light. On the ground here, it just blows out the light. You see when I'm up here? Not too bad when I turn it down, watch it. And then the camera on the phone here adjusts to compensate, but it's actually too bright for the video. Very cool. This is an awesome little light. I can feel it getting a little warm on my hand. Not hot yet. Of course, after a certain amount of time, as you know, I mentioned that it will shut down off of the turbo mode, go into it's actually in high power, but and then last quite a bit longer to keep it from getting too hot and to protect the battery and the LED. So now we're just on standard high power right here, going back up toward the house. It's actually really cold out here. This is a crazy good light. You don't need more than high power. The turbo's really good. So if you have a situation you really need the turbo, then you can turn it on, and it is incredible for such a tiny light to be that bright. That thing, look at them trees up there. That's on turbo. I'm shining up in a big old tree up there on the hillside. I mean, it's like you could coon hunt with this thing. I mentioned that about every light, but I can't believe such a little bitty light can be this amazing. Very nice. I mean, I'm shining up things here. Look at this tree. That is very good. I am impressed, no doubt about it. Okay, guys, so that is the TruNite T1S. Absolutely incredible what a light this thing is. Super compact. You can see the size of it here in my hand, how small this light is. Very well built. You can just feel the quality in this light. Super nice belt clip, lanyard, and rechargeable. Thank you guys for watching. Check out the link in the description where you can pick this up on Amazon. Very awesome little light to carry with you. Carry in your backpack if you're going camping, backpacking. Carry in your motorcycle, in your vehicle, throw it in a glove box. You can throw this in your pocket. Clip it onto your pants, onto your belt. Very cool. Thank you guys for watching. Right on.